Innocent. I'm sorry, I'm coughing. Forgive me this morning. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Captain, I'm in chair. What's here for? Namenka say, me surprised about what happened in Parliament. And it only reaffirms my stance that the America's Parliament as an institution, out to leave the usefulness.
Hey.
Yes, the relevance and the essence as you harvested from in the course of our democratic journey, we are not getting. That is why I now make on Facebook, me say, Parliament, and because of extreme partisan politics, the partisan activism in the house number toxic, full of peddlers and dealers of transactional politics. Politics are, they are be free. But baby, the interest of the ordinary Ghanaian matter the most, You will not get any of these parliamentarians looking up for any Ghanaian. And Nema actors are our politics more. Normally, you look out for values, principles, and other qualities in a leader. Who say those things will come to bear. The captain, what set you in proof you will never find it. So then that might even give you that particular energy to question why people walk with the prefix honorable. Do they even deserve it? Because if you don't have integrity, you are a dishonest person. I don't think we use the word honorable. So when you want to say in our parliament, or sometimes you want to person be say, a young Konyana motitis on a honorable, and I say nipa na titisono, and a honorable, no? Because the integrity is not there.
What's say?
Me say, relative to behavior, and near more than a dinner. So what's the honorable no parliament house now? You want to find out whether Nkonyana is who or nipa titisono na ya honorable, and I say nipa no motiti Nkonyana na ya honorable.
My madman there.
Captain, because baby agina say so the facet of the entire Ghanaian society, we are all screaming for your first economic redemption. The entire nation is tooling for some form of redemption, and your number one thing calling on our external creditors. Say, pardon ye. Internally, here for pensioners and as for we are asking them say sacrifice it. And the argument and the discussion has always been one, calling on government to downsize size of government. Sa response but you have no opportunity to go to parliament and ensure say yes na yanti aban so sa president na say onya you use the opportunity nti we ni so a na enam say business as usual transaction na am for their personal way yetime hwe nipa anim upon all the compensations and the many concerns raised by Ghanaians ya to ni nyina to atwene na yedi ye yafunu de ebedi achi. Captain, that is where issue at this particular point in time. But the question that somebody will be asking is, why will a nation go to the polls and elect a foolish government and expect the opposition, say opposition will be trying to mitigate the destructive effect of that particular foolish government? The idea we have the burden of responsibility. At this point, it's obvious, President Akufo-Addo can't also cause from can't say me and oh no. The heart is hardened, very so irredeemable. So that is the point at Ghana for Abedru. So that burden of responsibility has now shifted to the opposition in parliament. Okay, president in the now the burden of responsibility has shifted to the opposition. So at this point in time, more numbers. And say so mitigating the destructive effect of this particular government. Use your numbers and ensure say you check government, And that is enormous. But Captain, anytime the minority in parliament will seize the opportunity, they prefer going transactional. I started with appointment of your friend saying, approval of the ministers. Yet the minority answer radio soon, moving from one radio station to TV, so kasa bebre. In the end, they went there and passed them. The NIPA are most vilified. Man for free say only what it takes to be there, At the end of the day, she got the numbers higher than any other person.
That's right.
Yeah. Good. In this particular instance, Brian Champon, an involvement in the Ayawaso West Wagon election, key and is highlighted. The commissioner he was indicted by the committee and the report and the involvement in Zugunum, nobody can discount it. We are talking about a person under his instruction, a supporter of the NDC at Ayawaso West Wagon, ye prana na boy ne nine asay a order them nanti akra menye so timi 90. And this our corner say okay give this guy a passer. What are you telling guy now? On na busiafo ede ne na mabubu o hye dem no. You are telling them say how you idiot. That is what you are telling them. So going forward, will you expect somebody to say "Onkuni home for your party"? When at the end of the day, you can sacrifice people for your personal and selfish gains and so forth. So that burden of responsibility, Ghana for expect to say minority betimi because that particular burden of responsibility, Captain, you can't shake it when it becomes the only way out. Meaning, okay, September 11th, US attack NDC, we say planes in the air for. First one, hit the southern part of the tower.
That's right.
The other one, the north. The other one, your friends, the Pentagon. That is the north side. Last one, na no. A United Flight 93. Passengers not on board, no more who at the course on the ground. So they told themselves, and you say, man, they play with a White House and now, baby, they need play. Because at that point in time, that burden of responsibility, shifted from America as a country to few 44 passengers in the plane.
That's right.
Because at that point in time, there was no way America was going to down those planes. America. Because down at the end of the day, the destructive consequences, are so high. So those individuals, they shall say you phone friend, or we are not a friend, you know, fear. Now I catch and I love you. That is the end of it. Some people are hijacking the plane, and they make sure say they use fire extinguisher, invaded the cockpit, fought them, and ensure say that particular plane will not go to the destination. Oh no, we na plane crash here, or Pennsylvania. And then among all the planes, you see. Your friends have flight 993 memorial for them. People go there to your friends exalt them because of the legacy they left behind. That is the burden of responsibility you can never shake when it becomes the only way out. That is the responsibility the minority look in the faces of Ghanaians. Because you see, at this point, I just say government in India, I said in a book at Neza, Nakuma wa prim Nakuma, Tisa Faro, we are here. So the fact that Ghanaians went to the polls and elected a foolish government, the burden of that responsibility has not shifted.
Ghanaians went to the poll to elect a
foolish government because the government are amenable to wisdom, reason. So that burden of responsibility has now shifted to the minority in parliament. With your numbers, help us quash and mitigate, contain the destructive tendencies of this particular government. You go there and you engage in transactional politics as business as usual, as if nothing has happened. That is the matter we are talking about. Maybe I have listened to a lot of arguments. Because NDC party no like yes, party or MPs in line. You don't need to write a letter, issue it publicly. That was wrong. But the question you should be asking yourself as an MP going to vote is direction party is it reasonable? Does it resonate with the many concerns being raised by Ghanaians? Because position in our party in the Bible, what does is the same concern that is being raised by Ghanaians. So at the end of the day, as a person, we are reasonable, you don't just become emotional. And I said, the enemy can't change in leadership in as a forum. All these things are inconsequential because the fact you need to look at it. First, you look at the economic health of the country. You look at the prevailing circumstances as at now. We are in China begging them to pass us a mercy card. And you know what we are doing? Asking our bilateral, your external creditors, your defaulted pensioners and as for the music now on the line. These are the realities underpinning Ghana's situation. It's not as if Obi is faking anything and as one casa wouldn't. These are the realities. And one of the ways I bet me as I put you breaks, I stop a government, and they say, Captain, making sure say Aban say on downsize it. We use our power to ensure say downsize it, but in the end, you are in bed with government and ensuring say you pass this individual, then where lies your credibility? Because there are a lot of Ghanaians who believe, because their government, there is a certain goodwill that has been given to the opposition, hoping, maybe they could do something differently. If you do this, at the end of the day, power, the whole essence of political power leadership is about the trust and the confidence citizens repose in that government. And at any point in time, you cannot find that trust, confidence, and integrity, that particular government, that particular entity becomes useless. So the question is, with this particular thing, will people still have trust and confidence? That is the question you should be asking yourself. But Makacho said, people don't care. It is about transactional policy. You see, the essence of leadership in this particular town is highly misconstrued. I don't know. Now, Kura Utima, Obi Wadrian, he thinks that is enough for him to be Panyini, to be a leader.
Obi Wadrian.
Ejene. Yes, that is enough for the person to be playing leader. Yes, that is it. So you see people rising to leadership position, playing leaders without responsibility because he doesn't even understand. And you see, say now you build a certain culture of ethics, principle, new values in our politics. I know that we all become loose cannons. There will be no positive outcome in this particular politics. Yeah.